let's do a very quick review for those of you who forgot about this epic video. So this is a Kiai master. Kiai. The Japanese word spoken in Chinese is qi he. So it's literally the two words Aikido switched around. And just so you know, of course, knowing the language, if you switch the words around, it might change the meaning completely. But anyways, going back to this guy, he claimed he had these magical powers that would basically KO people without even touching them, right? So Master Ryukerin, according to some sources, that's his name. And so look at that, just making all the students completely fall like that. So when I first saw this clip, I was still in high school, guys. That's how epic and early this video was. You see that? And basically what happens is, we will jump forward. He claimed he can take on any MMA fighter, and he offered 5,000 yen. Yen's the Japanese currency. For anyone that could beat him. Pretty easy 5,000 if you think, right, for the MMA fighter. But again, we didn't know at the time, 2007 or before. Some of us still thought magical powers existed back then. I mean, people still think magical powers. So here comes the MMA guy. He's initially shy, you see. Oh, the force field, the chi ball didn't hit him. Now he's confident. Boom! A little punch to the face. So now the MMA guy, see, showing a lot of respect still, but he's getting confident. I don't know what kind of black belt he's in. I'm going to guess some kind of karate. So he's making sure the guy's okay. Look at that. This master doesn't know what hit him, man. He seriously thinks he can do it again. So, oh, he lost his confidence. Here comes the guy. Oh, yeah. So we'll just stop it here. This was one of the original ones. This, I think, was the one I saw. So this video got, I don't know how many millions of views at the time, but it's stacked 21 million views. I mean, this prompted probably the entire martial arts YouTube movement. I mean, Quan Kicker and Shane Faison, give them credit. They were the OGs. For people like me who you could call like bullshido busters, you know, partly that's what I do. This video inspired me. You know, I hadn't done martial arts for a few years by the time I saw this, but when I saw this, I said, look, if guys like this are swindling people, I need to get back into martial arts. This is one of my inspirations, man. 200-0 record. So, various iterations of that clip went viral repeatedly on millions of different platforms. And this guy seemed to have disappeared, right? Okay, he got knocked out of his fantasy. Or did he? The thing is, 5 years after this event, he came out again. As they say in Chinese, 再出江湖, which means I literally came into the martial arts world again. So what happened here? Apparently, he honed his kai, his qi, and now he's saying, if strikes are involved, my qi doesn't work, but for grappling purposes, my qi does work. So he challenges another MMA fighter, this time in a more sumo context. So let's look at how this goes for our Kiai master. This clip was uploaded to a Chinese site, but it was originally from a Japanese video platform, and then it was transferred onto a Taiwanese YouTube channel. So here he is. This is our Chi Master. So this is 5 years after his initial knockout. He's 70 now, and so we're talking about his history, apparently. Something about World War II. It doesn't show his name. All it says, this is his type of martial art. So, Liu Long Quan, some kind of dragon fist. Again, I'm reading it in Chinese. It probably doesn't mean this in Japanese, just so you let you know. So, talking about the history of his no-touch martial art. See, look at that. So, he claims all this. You see that? He can make people just go flying. So, he claims he's defeated more than 100 people. So, that was a clip you saw in the original from 15 years ago. Here's him doing more demonstrations on ukes. So now he's a red belt. Look at that. So this is a guy. Come on, come at me. Come at me. Seems to have honed his chi abilities. See, look at that. Fast forward, we're going to go to So, by the way, this is Vanderlei Silva. Vanderlei Silva was in the audience at the time. So, this is the MMA fighter. Our guy has challenged Zhutian Zaomiao. I don't know how to say his name in Japanese, but Zhutian Zaomiao is how you would translate it in Mandarin. And he's an MMA fighter, 89 kilograms, 176 centimeters. And our Kiai master is challenging the MMA fighter to a sumo match. And he is lighter and 30 years older, so he thinks this, look at Vanderlei Silva right there. He thinks his Kiai abilities will be able to push out this sumo wrestler. Sorry, the MMA guy in a sumo match. Let's see what happens. Look at that. He's charging his Kiai, or ki, you would say, just ki. He's charging his ki. And he's looking very focused. And MMA fighter in the zone, thinking about his grappling training. I mean, if it's sumo, all you have to do is push him out of the ring. You don't even have to trip him. Look at these panelists just cringing. Look at the audience just cringing. They know exactly what's going to happen. I'm sure they saw the clip from 15 years ago. No, sorry. Yeah, from 5 years ago at this point. Here they go. Here they go. The chi didn't work. Oh! Look all the panelists laughing. Look at all the panelists laughing. Keymaster's like, no more dignity, whatever. So the MMA guy won. I guess it's a one-round sumo match. So let's go back to the highlights. He's charging his ki, his qi, as we say in Chinese, qigong. So he's charging his qi, or his ki. By the way, the word Tai Chi, that chi is a different character. It's zi in Mandarin. So just don't be confused, okay? Tai Chi, it's not the same chi as what we're talking about, chi or ki. So that guy, you see that guy with the glasses is actually rooting for our key master. This guy is laughing. I love the ref has the traditional garb. Look at that. Our key master doesn't want to stand by the line, if you noticed. He wasn't standing by the line. So here he goes. The chi. See, it's not working. Boom! In Mandarin, it's called miao sha. Like a few seconds, that's all it took. Miao sha. So, this was the sequel that no one saw, man. This was the sequel that no one saw. 5 years after his knockout to an MMA fighter, he challenged another MMA fighter to a sumo match and lost within seconds again. So his ki failed to work again. The clip that I found was uploaded in 2012, which is 5 years after the initial viral video of that master getting KO'd. It looks like chronologically, these were uploaded at the time of the events. It's just back then, the algorithms, the search engines, the martial arts community in general was just different. So we weren't as aware of all these things, but it's never too late, and we found the sequel. We found what happened to this Kiai master so many years later. I know at least 70% of you watching have seen that first clip. So you remember this. A lot of you, this was probably instrumental in your martial arts journey. Let me know in the comments where you were, if you remember when you first saw that first clip. And if you have seen the second clip, let me know where you saw it. This was Fight Commentary Breakdowns.